So in this week's video, we're going to look at the concept of Japanese samurai mercenaries that occurred in history. Now, the image of a samurai with their code of honor and loyalty is pretty much deeply ingrained in both Japanese history and culture. However, beyond serving their lords and maintaining order, a lesser known sort of facet of samurai history involves their role as mercenaries. And in this video, we're kind of going to delve quite into this world of Japanese samurai mercenaries and explore the origins and maybe some of the motivations and impact it had on Japanese society. Now, samurai mercenaries, often known as ronin, when not in the service of a daimyo or feudal lord, they emerged during a period of political upheaval and social change in Japan, like the Sengoku period from 1467 to 1603, and is often referred to as the Warring States period in Japan, was marked as a turbulent period and was characterized by civil war, power struggles, and territorial disputes. Now, in this environment, many samurai found themselves without a lord, and this led to a rise of the ronin, or ronin. So, there might be several factors that contributed to a samurai choosing the path of mercenary. Things like political instability and the collapse of the feudal authority left quite a lot of these samurai without a master. And some became ronin due to personal disputes or dishonor, while others sought greater autonomy and opportunities for wealth and status by offering their services as hired warriors. Now, samurai mercenaries were generally highly trained warriors and skilled in a variety of martial arts, including archery and swordsmanship. Their expertise in military strategy and battlefield tactics made them sought after as mercenaries by daimyos and warlords, or even foreign powers in the need of an experienced soldier. The roles of samurai mercenaries very much varied, and it depended on the needs of their employers. They could serve as bodyguards, participate in battles, or act as enforcers for local rulers. Now some ronin formed bands and became wandering warriors, and occasionally bandits, taking on assignments for various clans. Now, the versatility and adaptability of these mercenaries allowed them to navigate the changing political landscapes. Now, the presence of samurai mercenaries also had quite a large impact on Japanese society as a whole. While their services provided stability in times of conflict, the presence of ronin also led to increased lawlessness and banditry. The popularization of martial arts schools and the development of the code of conduct for ronin, known as the roningiri, I think I pronounced that correctly, were attempts to try and regulate the behavior of these wandering warriors. Now, there have been several historical figures that exemplify the life of a samurai mercenary, and one of those was Miyamoto Musashi. I think I've got that right. And he was renowned for his expert in dual wielding swords, and was a ronin that became a sort of legendary swordsman and philosopher. Another notable figure is Sasaki Kojiro, a master of swordsman and ronin known for his legendary duel with Musashi on Ganryu Island. The rise of the Tokugawa shogunate in the early 17th century brought about a period of relative peace and stability, with the imposition of strict social order, and many ronin found them challenging to adapt, leading to a decline in the prominence of samurai mercenaries. The Tokugawa government enforced policies to regulate and control the movements of these ronin, which further diminished their influence. Now, the era of the Japanese samurai mercenaries was born out of political upheaval and social change, and it left an indelible mark on Japan's history. These wandering warriors, with their martial prowess and adaptability, navigated the turbulent times in the Sengoku period. While the era of samurai mercenaries may have waned with the Tokugawa shogunate, their legacy endures in the tales of honor, skill, and resilience that characterize their places in Japanese history. And we also know that a lot of these mercenaries went abroad to offer their skills in places like Korea and in China and other subsequent countries along that sort of Southeast Asia period. And we know this because of it's documented in archives and documents of the time of that period of those locations, that there were samurai mercenaries offering their martial skills to various different sort of warlords and rulers in the Southeast Asia, China and Korea, and some of them were also offering their services to what would probably be described in modern times as sort of like Yakuza type groups. They were criminal organizations. And there are plenty of books on this subject, and it's quite an interesting way of sort of looking at some of the samurai history and maybe being able to use samurai mercenaries in your other Asian armies during this period, and in the Tokugawa period, you could actually have samurai mercenaries added in, and some of them would have probably have offered their service to more sort of criminal enterprises such as pirates and stuff like that along that sort of Southeast Asia, because it was notorious that period sort of for pirates and naval criminality along that area, and some of them would have offered their skills to those. So anyway, that's all for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.